Today on Suncoast View, we know we have a great quality of life here on the Suncoast, but what about our end-of-life quality? We'll explain.
We'll celebrate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in song with the West Coast Black Theater Troupe.
And a big-time TV and movie star is here in the studio. We'll meet comedian Shawn Wayans. All that and more right now on Suncoast View. Welcome to the show, and welcome to Marsha Panucci. Great to have you with us. Host of Animal Outtakes.
Oh, well, Animal Outtakes is on a great start for 2018. Snakes, crocodiles.
And it's all over the country.
And it's all over the country. So everybody is seeing exactly what we have right here in the Sarasota area and the rest of Florida.
All right.
Good for tourism.
Wow. Yeah, we are good for tourism.
Very much so. That's a great point.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to check in and find out what we can expect this week on Animal Outtakes. And it's great to have Nate Jacobs from West Coast Black Theater Troupe back with us. I know, 2 days this week. Yeah. What a treat.
2 days.
I love it.
I expect you to burst into song and start dancing the whole time you're up here.
Well, it's kind of early, but I'm going to actually sing.
He is. We get to hear Nate
So
sing today, which I'm excited about.
So I've been kind of warming up the voice. We were talking about things to warm up the voice a second ago.
Yes. Linda was using cough syrup. I admitted
well,
to
that's what she said.
Codeine,
that's
codeine.
what she said, cough syrup.
Nate and I prescribed to the old methods of little moonshine. Not now.
Oh, a nice Georgia girl would never do that.
No, neither would I.
And I'm sitting on my cough drop. So just in case I need one, I'm sitting on it.
Linda, you can't offer someone a cough drop out of your rear end. I mean, that's just
I'm not
Nate's
offering
here.
I keep
I'm not offering
Thank you,
that to
Nate.
And
anybody.
Southern girls hide it in the Bible. Remember
This
that.
has gone south, literally, so quickly. And for once, it wasn't me. All right, on that note, we're going to go to the Mediterranean. We're going to check in the kitchen. We're Chef Popey from Popey's Places here with some of the best Greek food around. Welcome. What are we making today?
Salad.
We're a salad.
Salad. It's a popular salad in our menu, one of the lot of salads we have, and that's what we're going to do today.
And you must know that we're trying to eat healthy for the new
Healthy
year.
food. It's
Of
really
course. All right, so we're going to learn about a special salad from Popey. That'll be something fun. Well, while you were all clowning around, you aren't really clowning around because we did that yesterday. And I want to show you how Linda got something scratched off her bucket list. She got a kiss on the lips from Chucko the Clown. Watch this. He gives her the old trick, and then he turns his face.
Well, it's been a long time at my age.
You fell for his trick.
So that's how it feels.
Oh, that's very funny. And the funny thing is, your makeup ended up on top of his makeup.
Yes.
And his red lips were just everywhere. But of course, Chucko the Clown is being inducted into, I'm going to make sure I get this straight, the St. Armands Circus Ring of Fame.
Exactly. Cool. Yes.
Which
the induction
is
is tomorrow at 2, and they had a meet and greet this morning. So tomorrow you can go over at 2 at St. Armands and see them.
Well, it was just really neat to hear all the different people that he is now joining in the circle. And I don't know if you're like me, I've honestly not spent a lot of time in the circle at St. Armands, the middle section there. I'm always walking around the shops and restaurants. So I want to make sure to take a chance now and go over there and look at the names of the people that are being remembered and honored for their tradition.
Cool.
They're from all over the world, and they're amazing. They really are.
Yeah, it's great that that's all here in our area. So congratulations to Chucko. And Linda, you started the new year with a kiss.
Yes,
Can't
I
deny
did.
it. It
Who
happened.
knows what might come next?
That's right. Well, we'll have to look at what guests we're booking. All right, it is time for our first hot topic. And I apologize that it sounds a little bit like a downer. A new study ranks the best places to die. Sarasota is among the top in the country. Now, this is based on the markers of the end-of-life quality in the final year of life, such as access to hospice or the choice to die at home. Interestingly, St. Petersburg, just up the road, ranks among the worst places to die. Sarasota is the only Florida city in the top 10.
So if you're in St. Petersburg and you think you're dying, jump in your car and drive to Sarasota.
If you get to choose.
Well, exactly.
Yeah. Well, my husband died here, and I have to say, hospice was unbelievable. I really saw one of the ladies, one of the nurses that was at my house later on, several months later, and I said, I thought you were an angel. I didn't realize you were like a real person, but hospice made all the difference for us. So I think that's one of the things, because you're enjoying the beach or the sunshine
at that point. Exactly.
Yes.
And what I thought was very interesting when I read the study was that more than 75% of us say that we would choose to die at home. So the way the study came about was looking at places that made that accessible, comfortable, affordable, and those that did not. So when you take out every other factor, they were comparing St. Pete and Sarasota, you know, the ethnic and the economic comparisons, honestly pretty much the same. So taking out all those other factors, hospice readily available here, very good reputations, very good priced to work with Medicare, everything that you would want to happen, we have here.
So this is God's waiting room.
That is not a bad place to wait, is
Yeah,
it?
not bad. Not bad at all.
One thing we thought of was, well, people will like to come to Sarasota, so we'll have a lot of people at our funeral because all of our friends from up north will come on down.
We'll
so
be happy to
it's also a great place to welcome friends.
Exactly.
Or say goodbye to them.
And you know what? It's good to know that when that time comes, that we know we have the communities surrounding us that can make it as positive as possible for our family. So
Cool.
Another good reason. So the gender wage war is making headlines again in Hollywood. Mark Wahlberg was reportedly paid more than $1 million to reshoot scenes in the film All the Money in the World, while co-star Michelle Williams got a per diem of $80 a day. It's been making headlines all week long, but the reason is simple. It turns out that Wahlberg negotiated a better initial contract. It allowed him to negotiate pay for reshoots. Williams' contract originally included reshoots. So what's being put out there is a gender issue. Seems to me that it's really a contract issue.
An agent issue. They had the same agent. So why didn't that agent negotiate that for her if he knew it was important for him?
Well, he's Mark Wahlberg, right? Aren't you going to pay more and give more to the big name if the big name asks to keep the big name happy?
Like that in the business. So after the date of the actual shoot, if they have to call you back,
Correct.
they have to pay you.
And this actually ties back into the Kevin Spacey issue. Kevin Spacey was in the movie. He has since been removed from the movie, so they had to reshoot. Michelle's contract originally said, here's the deal for the movie. This includes everything pre, post, whatever. Here's your number. Mark said, if we call you back, we renegotiate. Mark said, good, I'll take another cool $1 million.
But that's a conflict of interest on the agent's part. I'm sorry to say that's the way I would look at it. And if Michelle is smart, she's going to get another agent.
I would agree with that, especially after hearing what he made.
It sounds like in showbiz being nice doesn't count, because she had said, I told them I'll do it for free. I just want the movie to be released.
Like she said, it's the agent trying to get paid.
Yeah.
And it is too bad, because I'm sure from her point of view, she just wants to be in a big name picture, and she doesn't want Kevin Spacey's problems to sink her chance to be awarded, to be recognized, to be in future movies.
She was the one that got the award, too.
Exactly.
So who was the most valuable in that?
And then there's karma. That's what we call that. That would be karma. Well, there's a lot to complain about in airline travel these days, but now American Airlines is going to do something about it. The airline will now offer on-the-spot, in-the-air compensation for things like non-functioning entertainment systems, seat malfunctions, or meal shortages. No more frustrating calls to customer service. Miles will be rewarded based on service failures during your flights. What do you think about that?
Well, it's good. I'm flying, I think, 22 hours to Australia next month, and I'm thinking, okay, they say we have no food. Sorry, we got no food for you, but we'll give you a few miles on your
Do you want to hear it negotiated with the flight attendants, though? I kind of feel bad. You know how people are.
Yeah.
They're going to crab and moan and, you know.
flight attendants have to be nice.
Right.
Right.
Well, you can always jump if you don't like the deal. You know, I kind of think it's ridiculous, to be honest with you. But I also think that when you have customer service, those reps they're pulling their hair out.
Right.
Okay, I think they need a better way. I don't want to be negotiating with a flight attendant.
No, I don't
And that's
either.
not her or his job.
Yeah.
Okay,
Awkward.
they should have
agree.
an airline representative on there, a corporate airline representative
On every
the
flight?
plane. If that's what they want, that's what they should do. Don't leave it to the flight
Or
attendants.
just go talk to the pilot.
Or jump out.
I like the idea of an airline representative maybe meeting the flight at the gate.
Yes.
You know, to deal with it right then and there, so
Right.
you don't have to deal with customer service and don't have to explain to them how awful it was, you know, but it doesn't seem fair to deal with the flight attendant.
Have a discussion about more flight
Money.
miles when you want your burger. I don't want to hear that. Just give me
And
a burger.
everybody
Give me a
around
bag
you
of
is
chips or
listening.
something.
Yeah.
And just give me some food.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't know if that's going to solve any problems. Coca-Cola wants you to taste the feeling. That's been their slogan for a couple of years. And now Diet Coke drinkers have some new tastes to try. 4 new diet flavors will be introduced. Ginger lime, feisty cherry, twisted mango, and zesty blood orange. The new flavors will also have a different artificial sweetener. Don't worry, the regular Diet Coke recipe will not change, which is good for those of us who have addiction issues, but it will be sold in a taller and skinnier can. Any Diet Coke drinkers?
You know, I grew up in Atlanta, so I grew up thinking the only thing to drink was milk, water, or Coke. So I've drank Diet Coke all my life. So I do like it a lot, and I like the skinny cans because
You do?
then you think you're getting thin. I mean, you look at that can and you think that's going to be you. It's very psychological.
Really? Now, see, to me, and I admit I have a large Diet Coke addiction, there is a comfort factor in how that feels in my hand. So now it's about to change. Because it's psychological, I'll have to
Right.
see if I like the way the skinny can feels. But I'm going to remember what you just said.
Yeah.
That I'm drinking it because it'll keep me thin.
You'll look like this.
Which
You
they
will change
dispute
like
in
this.
studies, by the way, that it's
Yes.
actually bad for us. But, you know, it is what it is. So I don't know, those flavors seemed a little weird. I'm not a flavor girl.
No, the what was it? Wild orange or
And
something?
ginger or something.
Ginger.
But I
lime.
think the cans
Then
look
you have
gorgeous.
some-
You like the cans?
I love the look. I really,
Of
I don't
course.
drink
I
Diet
think they're
Cokes. I don't drink
marketing it
anything.
to probably
You should
women
try it.
who drink a lot of diet drinks.
They remind me more of the energy drink cans are usually taller and
Yeah.
thinner, and I think that's more what those look like.
It's going to fit better in your Bible.
Apparently that's where Linda's storing things this
Open
week.
their Bible in the South.
Okay, so people who brag can get irritating pretty quickly. But what about disguised bragging? It can also be called humble bragging. Things like, man, I'm so busy at work, I wish I'd stop getting all these important projects. Alrighty then, we feel real bad for you. Or, why do I always get hit on so much when I go out? A study says people actually dislike you more when you disguise your self-promotion, as we all see all over the place on social media now. False modesty is not fooling anyone. Apparently, it is better to just be sincere.
Just brag.
Just go ahead and throw it out there.
Yeah.
Well, my mother always used to say, if you have to talk about it, you're not doing it. So be quiet, do your job, do it to the best of your ability, and the accolades will come to you.
Absolutely. What is that phrase? The
But
proof
no.
is in the pudding?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that one.
Absolutely.
And let other people praise you too. You know, you don't have to praise yourself.
the problem
if
with
you're
social
really
media.
If you're doing a
something.
great job
Yeah, other
or you're
people
doing
will.
something
So
good, yes.
what you need is a friend who will praise you, and then you can
Linda,
get it on there.
oh, you're fantastic.
Would you
And
put
this
that on
blouse is,
But I would.
is phenomenal.
So what do you do on social media? Because it seems like the generation now just wants to say, hey, look what I've done, which is good, and then the congrats come pouring in.
Don't you think that's everybody's 15 minutes of fame?
Yeah.
Really, on Facebook and
social
that?
media, yeah.
And you like
absolutely.
to know the good stuff. I do.
I do like to know.
If Nate won an award, I want to know about that. If some of my friends from high school won something, I want to know about that.
Well, we would know
I'm
because
just-
Nate is going to win an award, and then he's going to take us all out for dinner.
And then we'll post about it.
Then we're going to brag
Hopies.
about it.
And that's right, ladies. So
Exactly.
we'll make it all happen.
All right, Marcia, this one is for you, and I actually asked you about it earlier in the day today. We love our dogs more than anything, but the shedding will drive you absolutely bonkers. So here's a new product that keeps the hair on the dog and makes them look hilarious. This is actually called a doggy leotard. All right, it's actually called the Shed Defender. We've named it a doggy leotard. These are actually available online. They're around $45 to $60 depending on the size of the dog. Up north, they're also marketing this as it will keep your pet warm, and some say it also helps with anxiety because it's kind of like one of those thunder jackets. It swaddles them and wraps them in.
Well,
But
of course
that
I
is,
can't move.
that's how you keep the hair off the floor, people.
Oh, that's misery for the poor dog.
I would tend
wouldn't
to
do
agree.
that.
He looks miserable. Look at that guy.
He looks like it's not working.
He's
And,
embarrassed.
He looks like,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, really? You know
dog?
what? When you choose your dog, puppy or otherwise, these are some of the things you have to keep in mind. And a dog that sheds has to be brushed. So get it
Yep.
in your head. You're going to brush the dog perhaps every day, every other day. But I think, personally, I think this is going to be a little bit ridiculous. And by the way, they say it's going to help with anxiety. We have yet to see that type of premise help with anxiety. And You try and get this on a dog.
That's what I was thinking.
You got legs and,
Yeah,
and
and
everything
tails
going.
and- no, yeah.
Well, that's like saying a straitjacket helps a human.
No,
with
that's
that.
for the human.
Yeah.
That's for the human. That's the dog.
You can't move.
Yeah, it doesn't look too comfortable to us. Going to have to vacuum, sorry. All right, we're going to check out our happy hour forecast. So when we come back, we're going to check out new things to do with acrylic paint.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your first alert weather forecast. We have some changes in store. Get ready for winter number 2 to move into Florida as a result of a cold front. Now, the heavy rainfall and even a few thunderstorms are now sits well to the south and east of us. We are not out of the woods, though. We are going to see some passing showers over the next couple of hours. You can see those offshore mainly, but the sun has popped out. The front is still back to the west and north of us. Once the front moves through, though, winds will pick up out of the northwest. A small craft advisory in effect for boaters through tonight. Look at these winds, too. They're all out of the south and southwest, anywhere from 15 to 20 up to 26 miles an hour now in Ellington, Bradenton, and Longboat Key now at 25 miles an hour. So a very windy afternoon, and those winds will only pick up and switch around to the northwest, which will usher in some pretty chilly weather. A review of the Van Wezel webcam showing some rain around earlier, but now the sun popping out. We'll have the details in your forecast coming up at 5.
Acrylic paints are typically applied to a surface with a brush, but they don't have to be. There is a new painting craze called acrylic pouring. Experimental instructor Lita Palermo from ACE Sarasota is here to teach us this new skill. Okay, how do we do it, Lita?
Well, I'll tell you what, it really is a craze because everybody's doing it. And today we're going to have you guys do it too. So I want you to paint along with me. We're going to start this way. I'm going to just measure out one. They all have their paints measured out for them. So I'm going to go ahead and put in approximately a ½ tablespoon into this little medicine cup here. Okay, and over here it's marked. I marked it exactly where I want it, and I'm going to put that down here for now. And then we have what you call a pouring liquid. And
Okay.
the pouring liquid will go into this little cup here, and I'm going to put in about 1/3 of a cup.
Does experimental art mean it may not work?
It sure does. Anything can happen. I was going to even put you in a spacesuit, and Joy said absolutely not. Because you may get this on you, so when we do the actual pour, I'd like you to stand back.
Okay, we'll be very careful.
So you're prepping the paint to be
I
poured.
am.
Okay.
That's a prep. It's going to make sure it doesn't craze on us. And hopefully we're going to have a beautiful abstract when we get done here.
All right.
But I am going to tell you the most important thing is going to be stirring. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take my colors and I'm going to mix it. And you have your colors.
We're
I
already
want
done?
you to mix each one of those
With
In
a
the
different,
cup.
with
Does it
a
matter which
different.
one you start with?
Does not matter at all.
with a different
With a
stirrer.
different
Different
mixer?
With
stir.
a different stir. We don't want to mix yet.
Okay.
This is fun so far.
It should be.
We haven't
Okay.
spilled any of them.
Stirring is fun.
Stir, stir, stir.
Okay. What next?
Okay. Now, the stirring is the most important thing to do because if you don't stir, you're going to get lumps. And we don't want lumps in our paint. Also, try not to whip it because you'll get a lot of air in there and we'll have air bubbles.
Okay.
And I already spilled mine.
And Marcia's spilling. Well,
I spilled.
Since
What
ours
should we
is
do
ready
next?
to go, can we
Okay.
get some on the canvas?
Here's what we're going to do. Not yet. We're going to go to this cup because this is called a dirty pour flip cup.
Dirty pour.
Dirty pour.
pour.
Nate, I need you to make a
Flip
dirty
cup.
pour.
Okay, now this
Go
is
like
where
this
the
again.
artist has to decide. You start with whichever paint color you want, but keep it consistently. If you're doing pink first, do pink first. If you're doing blue first, do blue first.
Okay.
Okay, and just put in a little, not a lot.
All right, and while you do pouring, I think we're going to take a look at some of the products we're doing as well with the finished results of when we get it on the canvas.
Just a little, not too much.
Just like that?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
That's good, Linda. Okay, and then mix the next one right into that cup. There you go.
Okay,
that
and
going to
do I
permanently
stir?
Not yet. This is
No,
the
it comes off. I
end of
already
the
wiped.
stirring. Have you done this before?
No, none of us.
None of us?
We're amateurs so far.
That's
This is the
great.
first for all of us.
Okay.
Now can we put it on? Oh, you're putting a different color. Oh my goodness.
You keep
Lita,
going
we're
back.
dying to put it on the canvas.
Not yet, because we don't have enough
I don't
paint
know
to
if
put
I
on
want
the
y'all in my art
canvas.
class.
There we go.
Teacher.
We're making a cocktail.
So we're not supposed to be stirring yet?
Not yet.
Not
No, you don't do any more stirring. Stirring is
okay.
done.
So we're making the mixture in
Oh,
the
so
cup.
we just
Yes.
keep doing this?
And then the cup is going to land on
Just
the canvas.
keep doing
figured
this.
out just
I
stirring
figured it
it
out.
Side to
Okay.
the other.
Because I was still.
Okay, but don't
Okay,
stir.
we're getting close. We're getting
Okay.
close.
Because we don't want to run out of time before
I know.
we get this beautiful painting.
Okay, we'll do
People
a
are
little
going to
bit
want to
more.
buy it, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. $1,000 at least.
A gallery just called me. They're waiting.
All
Because
right.
there's nothing like it.
I understand now.
Okay.
All right. Is it time?
It's almost time. You do not do it.
I'm ready to pour.
Okay, here's what you do, and watch very carefully. You're going to take your canvas, turn it over on the cup.
Oh.
You're going to flip it,
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
put it down.
Let me get this thing in the middle here. Oh, look out, Marcia.
All right, Nate,
Let
you
it
ready?
blend.
Yeah,
That's
let's
it.
do it.
Okay, very slowly. No, you have to put it right down. Let it sit.
I think that looks pretty
That's
good.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
I love it.
Okay, now
Can I tilt it so it goes the other
you
way?
have to tilt it very carefully.
Look at mine. Huh?
Oh, that's
Isn't
very
that
nice.
gorgeous?
Nate, those are cool
Let me
colors.
call the gallery. I'm on my way.
Oh, I love this.
All
I
right,
like
this
an
is actually
outfit
pretty
like
fun.
It
That
is.
is really cool.
Look at the cells he got.
Oh, wow.
Look.
Okay, this is really cool.
Oh, look, she's going to cook it.
Oh my gosh.
She's getting out the fire.
What
Oh,
this
wow.
does is
Oh, look
it
at
gets
this.
rid of the bubbles. Like there's a bubble. It popped.
This is awesome. You've got to try it yourself. You can find out more information by going to Ace Sarasota on their website. All kinds of fun things are happening there. And we'll be back for the West Coast Black Theater. Shows us what they're going to be doing for MLK's birthday.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
For free help, visit cdc.gov/tips.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The West Coast Black Theater Troupe is celebrating Dr. King's legacy with a community program Monday night. And they're here with a preview in today's Sounds of the Suncoast. Take it away.
Child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it all done. Someday when your head is much lighter. Someday we'll walk on the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it all done. Someday, when your head is much lighter, yeah. Someday, we'll walk on the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday, when the world is much brighter, yeah. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it all done. Someday, when the world is much lighter, yeah. Someday, yeah, we'll walk on the rays of a beautiful sun. When the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Awesome. You guys are so good.
So tell us more about the show.
Well, it's going to be a WBTT celebration of MLK birthday on January 15th. Basically, as a gospel choir, we have Reverend Charles McKenzie, who is a phenomenal artist that does the actual speeches of Dr. King.
Oh, wow.
And then there is gospel music, singing a lot of the original civil rights movement songs, Ooh Child, What's Going On, a lot of gospel, and there is some dance in the show. So it's just going to be a very powerful, meaningful celebration of Dr. King and the civil rights movement.
Oh, you aren't going to want to miss it. This is at Booker High School. It is Monday, January 15th at 7 o'clock to see the entire program in honor of Dr. King's legacy. And tickets are available at the West Coast Black Theater website. Coming up next, comedian Shawn Wayans is here with us. But would you sing again? Because that's amazing.
Okay.
We want to hear more. Take it away.
Ooh, yeah, oh yeah. My soul was back in wonder how I got over. Yeah, how I got over. How I got over. How I got over. How I got over. My soul.
The classic film Singing in the Rain is coming to the Players Center in a live stage show opening January 17th. All the dances and all the songs you've come to know and love, all a part of our wild Broadway series. Get your tickets now for this limited run by calling the Players at 365-2494 or visit us online at theplayers.org. You too can be singing in the rain.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first.
They stand ready to respond to any crisis.
I will never accept defeat.
They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers.
I will never quit.
They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at nationalguard.com.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Thank you.
You got a king?
Go fish!
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in the kitchen with Chef Popey from Popey's Place, and Marcia has run away to the kitchen as well.
Well, I want to impress you with my cooking. This is a beautiful cake that says 2018 Popey, but it has some history behind it, correct? And it's your Santa Claus cake.
Santa Claus cake, yes.
And it has a lot of meaning. When you cut the cake, now you correct me, you make a cross.
First, yes.
The first piece is for Jesus. The rest of it is for us, but there's a surprise in here.
He has a coin, and whoever gets the coin is the lucky for the whole year.
All right, let's get going here. I need this coin, okay? Well, while we're handling this, perhaps we should go back to you, Joey.
Comedian Shawn Wayans grew up in the Chelsea neighborhood of New York City and is one of 10 kids. And performing with his brothers and sisters has led to a big TV and movie career. Well, Shawn is here on the Suncoast this weekend as a headliner at McCurdy's Comedy Theater, and we are thrilled that he stopped by to see us today.
Good morning, people.
Yes.
So happy to have you.
Shawn, we're thrilled you're here. All right, your family, you and your family are one of the funniest show business families that we've ever seen.
Right. Thank you.
You started off in a film for your older brother Keenan, and that led to In Living Color. Did you all start doing skits as you were growing up? Was the showbiz bug
Our
always?
life was a skit. 10 kids in the projects in New York City. Not having money and expected to try to come out of the 70s alive. That was a sketch. Yeah, we did well. You know, growing up, we didn't really have much, but we hung out with each other. We stayed creative. We stayed funny, and that's where we kind of honed our comedic skills.
And In Living Color was a hysterical, milestone for TV, and also influenced so many of the sketch shows that are out now. Did you all know what a big deal it was when you were starting it?
No. They were just, Damon and Keenan started it just because there wasn't anything like that on TV. They had a lot to say, and they wanted to come out there and just be crazy, and so they did.
And you started off on the show as a DJ?
I was the DJ on 11 Color, yeah.
Yes, and then you moved into sketches.
Then I moved into sketches.
They found out you were funny.
No, yeah, exactly. I was a funny DJ. No, they knew I was funny. It's just I had to start and watch and study and do my homework. And then me and Marlon started writing sketches, and we wrote the Def Jam comedy sketch. That was our first sketch that we wrote together on there. We were making fun of the audience on Def Jam.
And how did you get your big break? To go from poverty to top of the world?
Well, I mean, we all started in stand-up comedy. So I did stand-up while my brother was shooting his movie, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, which was his directorial debut. I came and stayed with him that summer, and before I went back to New York to finish school, I promised myself that I was going to do stand-up comedy. So I did it, and that's how I launched my stand-up comedy career.
And the In Living Color influence has been more evident. Bruno Mars and Cardi B
just
paid tribute to you in one of their videos.
Shout out to Bruno Mars and Cardi B for that lovely In Living Color tribute. That was great.
The whole family seems to have appreciated it. I saw on Twitter and social media.
Damon, we all loved it. It took us back to In Living Color days, and we're big fans of both those guys.
They had some incredible careers too.
Yes. Yeah, we've seen so many. Rosie Perez came through, and Jennifer Lopez.
Rosie, Jennifer, Jim Carrie Ann Inaba, Dave Allen Greer.
Did you all feel a pressure to deliver the same level of comedy week after week?
On In Living Color? I mean, yeah. Once the bar is set, now you gotta jump over that bar every week. So yeah, it was very intense, but it was a lot of fun. It was great.
And so you and your brother Marlon then went on to the WB, and you were the first syndicated show on the WB.
Yeah, we were the first. We were the first show launched on the WB, so we helped start the WB network. It's not here anymore, but hey, we helped start that. I'm kidding. Actually, you know what it is? It's the CW now. So we helped start that, and then we syndicated first. Yeah, it was great. Those were fun times too.
Now, an interesting career jump is then you guys started to create a cartoon about the inner city. Tell us about the Boo Crew.
The Boo Crew, which came years later, but that came from me and Marlon. We grew up on Charlie Brown and Fat Albert. Those shows taught us a lot of valuable life lessons as young boys. And I wanted to create something like that for this generation, so we created the Boo Crew, which is about 9 very different kids growing up in New York City. All different nationalities, black kids, white kids, Latino kids, Asian kids, all playing together, which is the way we grew up. And we want to teach kids life lessons through humor and music. So that's what the Boo Crew's about. We have a YouTube page with a YouTube channel called the Boo Crew TV, where we put the specials up, and I'm working on the 3rd special. I put the 2 specials up, the Sneaker Madness and the Christmas special, and you can follow us on Instagram at the Boo Crew Official for the 3rd special coming out.
That can really change lives.
We hope to help kids. Help shape them and
show them that there's life. There's life after where they are right now.
There's life, and there's lessons to life if you make the wrong choice. So that's why I want to help kids make the right decision.
It's true, and Charlie Brown and Fat Albert was great for our generation, but I don't know that the next generation is watching that, so it's nice you're creating something that can influence them.
Exactly.
And it's relatable.
Yeah.
And you're cool, so they'll listen to you.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Now tell us about your stand-up act. What can we expect? What kind of material?
My stand-up is insanity, and it's it just reflects my life. Anything that happened funny to me, I talk about my kids, I talk about my family, I talk about dating. It's just a bunch of different topics.
Now,
how many
Nate,
kids do you have?
I have 3.
Yeah.
You look too young.
I told him we have
Black
11
don't
in our
crack.
family.
Does it give you lots of material?
Wait, he got 11 in his family. Oh wait, you don't have 11 kids.
He's one of 11.
I'm one of 11. I have 9 brothers and 1 sister.
So this is a hand-me-down. Because when you come from a big family, you get hand-me-downs.
For sure. And that comedy that's in the household is a sitcom every night.
For sure.
To see that many people trying to get along in the house.
Just trying to
very
eat.
Close?
Very close. How can you not be close to 10 people in your family?
How many in a bedroom? Like, were you stacked couple deep?
We were stacked on top of each other like Lego.
3 or 4 in a bed.
Like 3 and 4 in a bed. Yeah.
It's crazy.
But it was great, man. I have no regrets.
Well, your family have been remarkable and just really trailblazers in entertainment and television business. I met your brother briefly once.
Marlon or Damon or Keenan?
The big producer, the one that
Keenan.
Yeah. I met
the Godfather.
And the sister, I met her at the National Black Theater Festival, a one-woman show.
Oh, you seen handsome woman retreat.
Yeah.
Awesome, yeah.
Which was very, and we talked for a while after the show.
You said that Keenan is, you've heard him as the godfather. Does everybody kind of have a role in the family?
Yeah, we kind of looked at our family kind of like the, you know, this is our little inside thing. So Keenan is Keenan is the godfather. So he's
Marlon Brando.
Vincent, Corleone, and Damon is Sonny, Michael, and Marlon is Fredo.
Now you're number 9.
Michael.
You're Michael.
You're Michael. All right.
Okay.
And what's the baby like?
Marlon is Fredo.
Oh, okay. He's the youngest.
So he's the little crazy one. There's something in it for me. I'm smart.
Well, you can catch more of Shawn this weekend at McCurdy's Comedy Theater. Shawn has 2 shows Friday and 2 shows Saturday, January 12th and 13th. And we already know that tickets are going very fast, so you don't want to wait. Go to the McCurdy's website for more information. Coming up next, we have the latest in makeup trends for the new year. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
At Tidewall Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewall Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewall volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewall.org today. Tidewall Hospice. It's more than you think.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Venice's retirement community is expanding. How the growth of the village on the Isle is expected to impact the area and the hundreds of people that live there. Plus, a Mayaca City roadside zoo attracting the wrong kind of attention. The business owner's response after PETA's push to drive customers away. Now let's get a check on our forecast with meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Big changes headed our way in terms of temperatures. Most of the rain over for us now, and we'll see a few brief showers through this evening, but we're not anticipating a lot of rainfall, as most of that has since passed to the east coast, and some downpours in Manatee County, but it really broke apart. Still a few out there, isolated showers, if you will. Winds are picking up. They're still very strong out of the south and southwest. 15 to 20 small craft advisories are in effect. Get ready for some cooler wear. We'll have the details at 5.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, canoeing, camping, and more. Or challenge yourself on Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy a Deep South dining experience. Book your adventure in one of our members' lodges or stay at the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
We want to be on trend with our look, and that includes our makeup. Makeup styles change just like fashions do. And today, Coral Please, owner of Cutting Loose Salons, is here to tell us what looks are in for 2018. Great to see you.
Oh, it's always nice to see you.
So you've brought a makeup artist and a model, and
Yes.
2 very different looks for eye makeup.
Yes.
So let's talk about the 2 trends and what is in this year.
Okay, great. Well, we're seeing a lot of a smoky eye and the classic cat eye. So the cat eye is actually a repeat, you know, from the 60s when it was really a thick line. So now we've just made it a little more modern.
Okay, well, let's take a look at our model. And the smoky eye is complete, correct?
Yes.
We have one on each.
Yes.
All right, so she's gonna wink at you and show. Jules, go ahead and point to which one is the smoky eye. And Coral, tell us what the highlights of that are.
Okay, so for a smoky eye, what makes it a lot of fun is you can use many different colors with it. Primarily, you see it with black and brown, but you can use the blues, the purples. For nighttime, you want it to be darker, but if you're going to wear it during the day, you just, you know, carry it a little lighter. So you're smoking it out. That's what they call blending it into the crease of the eye, and then the concentration of the color is in the eyelid.
Okay. And
that looks great, Cooper.
Yeah, she's doing a good job. I'm sure she's thrilled to have two different eyes on TV right now. And then Jules is going to show us actually how to finish a cat eye, because I have to admit, I'm very intimidated to do this myself.
Well, I was joking with Jules earlier and said, I wished I would have been wearing it when I was in my 20s, because you almost have to be in your 20s and 30s, because once we get that we have to stretch our eye out, it doesn't look quite as nice.
Right, yeah, I was going to say, that might settle into my lines, but let's
Yes.
learn how to do it. You can see 4 stages there on the screen, but Jules is going to go ahead and finish up what she's doing there.
So you start in the crease, in the center of the eye, and then working out with your eye open when you're doing it yourself, because you want that uplifting motion. So I think people want to close their eye, but then when they open it, you find it's dragging down on your eye. So when you're doing it yourself, you're going to do it open. You actually draw that line and then go back, and that's what Jules is doing now, is filling it in.
So you draw it first and then you make it thicker.
And I think that's
after.
the mistake. A lot of people think they have to start fine and then make it thick. You're actually drawing it on and then filling it in.
I like the advice of starting with your eye open, because that way you can get that lift look. And as we joke that we feel like we're too old to do this, I know I've actually seen Linda with cat eyes done before. It looks really good.
I didn't know it went out in the 60s. I'm so glad it came back.
You didn't know it went out.
But I think for a more mature look, because it provides a little bit of a lift, that's a good thing. It brightens us a little bit.
And I think what Jules was showing also is you can still soften the cat eye. I mean, there's nothing more gorgeous than a strong line for a cat eye. But if we're, a little more, into our 40s, 50s, softening that line is totally acceptable too. But you could see how it really lifts the eye up, and that is everything that we want to do, is open that eye.
Absolutely. That's a great tutorial there. Wow, that's a very... Oh, can you close both eyes for us? So on the left-hand side of your screen, you are looking at the smoky eye. And on the other side, you are seeing the cat eye. And those are both two very popular looks for 2018.
Yes,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Coral, Jules, and Model. Thank you very much. You did absolutely great. To get more on the trends and, of course, to see everything that's new in fashion and beauty, you can go to the Cutting Loose website at cuttingloose.net. Information's on their webpage. Coming up next, Marsha's going to tell us about animal outtakes.
I love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs. And you learned how to not ignore yours. I discovered how to make healthier meals. And I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
Our nation's servicemen and women show great courage and leadership, both on and off the battlefield. When they transition to civilian life, they can apply the skills and values they learned in the military to the workplace. That's why the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is urging employers everywhere to be smart, bet on a vet. Hiring a veteran is also a great way to show your appreciation for them. To learn more, call 1-888-44-SALUTE.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
Florida Studio Theater presents the 8-time Tony Award winner Once, held over by popular demand. Captivating and breathtaking, Once is an unforgettable story about going for your dreams and the power of music to connect us all. Critics are calling Once engaging and heartwarming, outstanding, and a flawless production. Audiences are calling it phenomenal and better than Broadway. Once must close January 19th. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting FloridaStudioTheater.org.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
My name is Luke Perry, and I am 1 million strong. I'm in the fight against colorectal cancer because I believe we can win it. Colon and rectal cancers are the second leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Colon cancer is preventable. Know the risk factors and make sure to get screened. There are simple, take-home options available. Take control of your health. Screening for colon cancer isn't embarrassing. It can be life-saving. To find out more about your options, visit fightcrc.org.
With Marcia here, we want to find out what's coming up on Animal Outtakes this weekend.
Well, we're going to show you a poisonous toad that actually we milked, and it hit our cameras.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Toads have milk?
Yes. Well, we do fun things on the show. Yeah, it's a real upper, yeah.
Wait, why would you milk a toad?
Well, you don't really want to, but it is a defense mechanism for the toad, and you will see it on the show. It actually hit our producer, and we had to get her into our hospital and get it off of her skin.
Really?
Yes, because it can be very, very dangerous. The beautiful part of the show on Saturday is the dolphin research, and you're going to see a lot about what they're doing down at the Keys, and the Keys were not affected by Hurricane Irma, so these dolphins are doing just great. And we end the show with a most wonderful dog called Sunflower, who we call Sunny. She is a blue-nosed pit, and we show you that it's perfectly fine to own a pit bull. You can train them. You'll see her shortly with our trainer. And it's just a beautiful segment because she just loves. Good. And that's the way a pit bull truly is.
We have diversity here. Poisonous toads, dolphins, and pit bulls.
That's right. And I'm the common denominator.
I love it. Don't miss Animal Outtakes coming up this weekend.
Yes, absolutely. Right here at ABC7 at 11:30.
Okay,
Wonderful.
sounds great. Now we are headed to the kitchen for Chicken Sarah salad with Pokey's Place.
Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC7, weekdays starting at 5.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Watch ABC7 wherever you are. Just search ABC7 on your streaming device to keep up with the Suncoast from the comfort of your couch. Download ABC7 now to watch us on TV anytime you want. ABC7, we're here for you wherever you are. From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. We're just weeks away from spring training, and Elite Airways is pulling a critical flight for some baseball fans to SRQ. We'll look at the move and how it will impact travelers. And speaking of travel, on our roads right now, first alert traffic, we're seeing a crash on State Road 70 in the eastbound lanes right at 30th Street. That's delaying both east and westbound drivers. Let's get another check on the weather with Bob.
Get ready for the cold, the winter 2 we call it now, as we had 1 week of winter last week, and now things are really going to start to chill, already down to 49 degrees into Pensacola. Still warm out ahead of the front, low 70s here. Most of the rain is over, by the way. We had a few brief showers around, and now all that activity along the East Coast, 1 or 2 lone showers not out of the question for the next couple of hours, but the big story will be the windy weather and cool conditions expected over the weekend. Details on that at 5.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Webb.
And I'm Ray Collins. A preview on Monday of activities on Martin Luther King Day.
All kinds of events honoring his life work going on around town. We'll tell you about ceremonies going on across the region Monday morning on Good Morning Suncoast. Wendy?
And we are feeling the effects of the cold front having moved through over the weekend, so temperatures are on the chilly side today.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
I took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change.
He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves some green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
We're in the kitchen with Popey from Popey's Place.
All right, Popey, what are we making today?
Sarah's salad.
Sarah's salad.
With grilled chicken.
Okay, Sarah likes chicken.
Sarah likes chicken. Everybody, it's very popular salad. It's one of our salads we have.
Oh, perfect for the new year.
Yes.
So it's a chicken salad.
Chicken, not really. It's a lettuce. It's a lot of stuff inside.
A lot of stuff
Yeah,
with chicken.
yes,
With chicken
yes.
on top.
Okay, all right, what are Linda and Nate doing?
Okay, Linda's cutting the lettuce.
And I'm cutting the chicken.
The chicken.
You don't need directions for this.
Right.
I can handle
So you
this one.
said you can do grill or fried with this chicken?
You can do grill, fry, or the bake.
Or baked? Okay,
Yes.
I have to ask who Sarah is, Popey.
Sarah is my daughter-in-law.
Oh.
All of the family, we have a name.
You name the dishes after your family.
And
yes.
did you pick that she likes the salad, or did she choose?
She likes the salad, so everything that they have favorite, we name it.
Oh,
that's good.
I love that.
So now this is original barbecue
right.
sauce?
Barbecue sauce is Popey's. We make it fresh in the restaurant every day.
it looks good.
Yes.
Ooh. Then
Here
I'm
comes
Mix
the
it up,
lettuce.
stir it.
I didn't know you did
Here,
barbecue
Popey, here's
sauce.
the lettuce.
Okay.
And I'm stirring in
Let
the
me
sauce.
make one salad here.
All right.
You put the lettuce fresh every day, everything. Homemade. And then
That
we
chicken
put
looks wonderful.
The tomatoes on.
It does. Good
Oh,
choice. Nate,
tomato.
Nate decided he wants more sauce on his chicken.
It didn't look like quite enough.
The cheese. You put the cheese.
The cheese, okay.
Right.
Gotta
Now that's looking better.
And then we have corn. We put the
corn
corn.
first.
Okay.
Bacon.
Great stuff.
Oh, yum.
Fresh bacon from Popey's every day, fresh.
Oh.
And here is it.
Well, I was going to say this is for our healthy New Year's eating, but now we have
It's
bacon
a
and
very
cheese.
good salad. Very good salad, very popular. I'm sorry.
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So really good.
Now let's not forget the cake.
We're going to get to that in just a minute.
Okay.
I'm
then
not
you put
forgetting your cake.
tortillas.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect. I love the color and the crunch.
Yes. And this is.
There we go. All right, well, you know what, Popey? You go ahead and keep making salads. I think
Okay.
Linda's got some extra lettuce there for you.
Right.
Marcia and I are going to talk about the cake. So
You got the cake.
we've got the
Okay.
cake figured out.
All
So
right.
from what we're understanding, this is a very big tradition in the Greek culture, and this is a good luck thing. A cross into the cake, because that's what Popey said we needed to do. It says 2018 on it, and the first piece traditionally goes to Jesus. So I went ahead and cut the first piece out.
Jesus, okay. Not a very big place.
Well, you know, he didn't eat a lot, Linda. So, and he shared with me, if you really must know. So now Popey says the tradition is to cut pieces to see who gets the coin.
I'm looking.
So we'll have Nate's piece and Linda's piece, and I don't
that's because you already know there's no coin.
No, well, I don't see any coins.
I haven't seen a coin yet.
So now we're just looking for the coin. How are we going to know who actually gets it?
You feel it.
You'll feel it? Is it a big coin?
Like quarter.
We have not found it yet.
Okay, we're halfway through, and I don't think anybody here is getting good luck. All right, Marcia's going to keep cutting. I want to tell you about a very renowned and phenomenal annual event that is just around the corner for the Greek community. The Greek Glendy is coming up in February, also known as the St. Barbara Greek Festival. It is February 11th. Preparations are already underway.
Starts from 8 to 11.
It's from 8 to 11. And how many days do you have to cook to get ready?
We're starting Monday, full schedule, and everybody likes to come and help volunteer.
Oh, wow. So the cooking for a February 11th festival starts Monday. That's how much food that we go through every year for the Greek Glendy. So we can't wait to join Popey and all her friends and family.
I think we need a refund. There's no coin.
It's in here somewhere. Marcia has killed the cake. What are you doing? It's in here somewhere. I know we have to eat an entire cake. Nate, thank you for what you're doing for the community with the Dr. King celebration on Monday evening. That's at Booker High School, Monday, January 15th. Come out with the West Coast Black Theater Troupe to celebrate Dr. King's legacy. Marcia is now shredding the cake. She'll do anything for good luck. Take care. Enjoy the Suncoast view.